Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring tales from the ancient world, a story of defiance, unity, and human triumph against seemingly impossible odds. We're talking about the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the legendary Seven Wonders. This isn't just a tale of a colossal statue. It's about a nation reborn from the ashes, a symbol so mighty that even the gods themselves seem to bow before it. Imagine a time when cities rose from sheer human will, where belief could literally move mountains, or in this case, forge a giant. But before we unveil this magnificent wonder, we need to understand the crucible it was born from. Our story flashes back to 305 BCE. The proud city of Rhodes, a jewel of the Aegean, found itself under siege. This wasn't just any attack. It was a relentless assault by one of the most formidable military minds of the era. Demetrius Poliorcetes, famously known as the Besieger. His forces surrounded the island, a dark armada of ships and war engines. Imagine the terror. Catapults flinging stones the size of oxen, raining down destruction, while colossal wooden siege towers, taller than the city walls themselves, rumbled relentlessly towards their fate. Inside those beleaguered walls, the people of Rhodes, fishermen, merchants, and soldiers, stood side by side, their resolve unwavering. Among them, a young metalsmith named Helios, a name that fittingly means sun, hammered bronze into arrowheads by candlelight, his face grim but determined. We can almost hear him, perhaps turning to his sister Danae, and declaring with a fierce glint in his eye, "They can take our walls, Danae, but they'll never take our sky." That sentiment, that refusal to be broken, defined the spirit of Rhodes. The siege dragged on for a brutal year. The Rhodians, outnumbered and starving, faced unimaginable hardship, yet they absolutely refused to surrender. They held their ground, day after grueling day, week after agonizing week. Then, one fateful night, hope ignited in the most dramatic way possible. A massive siege tower, Demetrius's most fearsome weapon, caught fire. Was it a lucky shot, a desperate act of defiance, or something more? Regardless, flames consumed the wooden monster, lighting up the night sky like a beacon of hope. From the walls, the Rhodian warriors erupted in triumphant cheers, their morale soaring. The very next morning, seeing his greatest weapon destroyed and his forces demoralized, Demetrius withdrew, defeated. The besieger had been out-besieged. With the enemy gone, the people of Rhodes began to rebuild, literally and metaphorically. The wreckage of Demetrius's war machines littered the harbor, giant beams of oak, twisted iron, broken armor. But what for Demetrius was refuse? For Rhodes became opportunity. The Rhodian council gathered, their faces etched with relief and a profound sense of gratitude. An elder spoke, his voice resonating with gravitas. "The gods have spared us, but we must honor them. Let this victory shine forever." And from this declaration, an extraordinary idea began to spread like wildfire through the city. A colossal statue of Helios, the sun god, their protector and patron. It would be a monument not just to victory, but to unity, resilience, and the light that shines after the darkest night. Show Chares of Lindos, perhaps sketching by the harbor, watching the sunrise. To bring this incredible vision to life, the council summoned Chares of Lindos, a renowned sculptor and a former student of the legendary Lysippus, who had sculpted Alexander the Great himself. Chares walked along the harbor, studying the sunrise, envisioning how light would play upon his masterpiece. His words were a prophecy. "The god of the sun shall rise from our city, and his gaze will meet the dawn." He meticulously sketched his plans. A giant figure, an astonishing 33 meters tall, taller than any statue ever created in the ancient world. Its inner frame of iron would be filled with stones for stability, and its outer skin of bronze would gleam like molten gold in the morning light, a beacon visible for miles across the sea. Our young metalsmith, Helios, now older and more skilled, joined Chares's workshop, eager to lend his hands to this monumental undertaking. And so began an epic undertaking that would span 12 incredible years. The harbor of Rhodes buzzed with a hive of activity. Ships constantly arrived, bringing precious bronze from Cyprus, strong iron from mainland Greece, and gleaming marble from Naxos. Workers hammered, welded, and molded, their dedication unwavering. Each day began with a prayer facing the rising sun, a collective acknowledgement of the deity they were honoring. We see the statue gradually rising from the ground, first the mighty feet, then the powerful legs, then the torso, slowly taking shape against the skyline. Scaffolding spiraled upward like an intricate honeycomb tower, encasing the growing titan. Our metalsmith, Helios, grew older alongside the statue. His hair turned gray, his hands rough with years of intense heat and labor. Yet his spirit remained vibrant, his commitment unyielding. He'd often tell the young apprentices, his voice firm but encouraging, "Every hammer strike is a heartbeat. When we finish, he will breathe through us all." Finally, after more than a decade of tireless work, the moment arrived. The final piece, the glorious crown of sun rays, was carefully lifted into place, completing the magnificent Colossus. Crowds filled the harbor, their anticipation electric, chanting the name of the sun god. As the first golden light of dawn broke over the horizon, it struck the polished bronze of the Colossus, igniting it in a blinding, golden blaze. The giant stood tall, one hand seemingly shielding his eyes from the rising sun, the other raised in a majestic salute to the sea. It was a sight of unparalleled grandeur. Imagine ships passing beneath him, their sails glowing like fire in his radiant presence. For 56 glorious years, the Colossus of Rhodes stood sentinel over the harbor. Its immense shadow stretched across the waves, a comforting and powerful presence that gave courage to every sailor returning home. A testament to the might and spirit of Rhodes. Merchants, poets, and travelers from across the known world flocked to Rhodes, all proclaiming it the wonder of Rhodes. It wasn't just a statue, it was a symbol of human ambition, artistic genius, and unwavering faith. It was a beacon of light, both literally and figuratively, guiding ships and inspiring hearts. But even the mightiest creations are subject to the forces of nature. In 226 BCE, at the stroke of midnight, the world of Rhodes was plunged into chaos. The ground trembled violently, dogs barked frantically, and the sea churned ominously. An earthquake, sudden and merciless, struck the island. The mighty statue groaned, iron bones snapping under the immense pressure, bronze plates tearing apart with a terrible screech. The Colossus swayed, a terrifying dance of destruction. Then with a thunderous, earth-shattering roar, it crashed to the ground, breaking into countless pieces. The people rushed out into the night, their hearts heavy with sorrow, weeping at the loss of their beloved protector. Danae, now an old woman, clutched her heart, her words echoing the despair of many. Even the gods fall. Despite the devastation, no one dared to rebuild it. The Oracle of Delphi, in its wisdom, declared, "It is not for mortals to raise what the gods have cast down." So, the broken Colossus lay across the harbor, a fallen giant, for centuries. Yet, even in ruin, it continued to inspire awe. Travelers from distant lands came to Rhodes just to gaze upon its remains. They said its fingers were taller than a man, its thumb wider than a tower's gate, and its colossal face large enough for 10 men to stand upon. Even broken, it was a testament to the incredible feat of engineering and artistry it once represented. Eventually, the remains were taken away, perhaps sold, melted, or simply lost to the relentless march of time. But the legend? That never faded. Today, if you visit Rhodes, you'll find the harbor still glistens under the same sun that once illuminated the Colossus. Tourists stroll where the giant once stood, now marked by a beautiful bronze sculpture of a deer and a doe, symbols of renewal and new beginnings. The Colossus fell, yes, but its spirit? That rose higher, transcending the physical form. It became not just a monument of stone and bronze, but a monument to courage, the courage to build something greater than fear, to defy the odds, and to unite for a common, inspiring purpose. So for as long as the sun rises over the Aegean Sea, the Colossus of Rhodes will stand not in bronze, but in the hearts of all those who dare to dream, who dare to build, and who dare to believe in something truly magnificent. It's a reminder that true wonders are not just structures, but the stories and the spirit they embody. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through history. If you enjoyed this dive into the ancient world, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories. Your support means the world. Until next time, keep exploring.